have Otmar,
Father.
Carmen's father, married Erna, and she died January 2nd, 1999. But they have 3 children. Astrid was born February 1965 and lives in Cal, yeah. Rainier Trinan, their son, was born August 15th, 1968, and he lives near Cal.
Yes.
And Carmen, born 1969, Hermerskeil, Germany. Okay, so then Astrid married Hans Peter, Rainier married Elka, and they have the only surviving Trinan, and it's David Peter Trinan. Yeah.
But he's only 2 years old, and I think he will be the last because my brother and his wife are both 43 years old now.
Yeah. And then Carmen married Volker, L. And we have Katerina.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
And Constantine.
Constantine.
Maybe you'd like to briefly tell us what you do and tell us, you know, where you live and so on.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
His English is better. I think it's Volker's part.
She's been playing that card all week.
So many years ago we moved to Munich, so we are living actually in Munich, which is I would say, well known to you, which is a nice city, the city of the Oktoberfest, and
and the beer.
Of the beer, and also the Alps are quite near. So this is the place where we are living now since about 15 years. So I'm working in a company called Nokia Siemens Networks, which is a global company. We are providing telecommunication equipment, so that's what I'm doing. They are in charge for part of the marketing. Carmen, you may tell what...
Ja, kannst du sagen, der Deutsche Bank.
Yeah, so Carmen worked at the Deutsche Bank until five years, and then she got sick, and therefore she's retired now. And she is at home and taking care of our wonderful children.
Okay. And Katarina is now 12 years old, and Konstantin? I don't know where. Okay. He's since July 9 years old, yes. And Katarina learned English at school and also France. She has now 2 friends, now 2 years English and 1 year France. But Konstantin speaks only German.
But he's learning English too.
Yes.
But Katerina they're both very musical. They play the piano and nobody's business. I tell you, it's great. And Angie doesn't have a piano anymore. I had them bring their music around. They were going to give a concert, but I guess that's not going to happen. Katerina, last night, I did have a chance to get her to New Glarus to get the family there. But last night we had the polka on the TV, and Katerina learned how to polka.
Yes,
I'm a teacher. So that was great. And she's very musical, though. She takes ballet in Germany. And from now, where are you going?
Yeah, so
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So we spent here 1 week at Darlene's house. It was a really wonderful time.
Yes.
So I mean, 2 years ago, Darlene visited us also in Munich. So then she invited us to come over. Last year we were not able to manage, but this year we managed, and it was a great time here.
And we are the first German Schweine that ever come to America back. Yes. Because my father and my
Since Matthias.
And the week passed by quite fast. So I mean, there was a lot to do, a lot of nice people to meet. So really, one day. It was too short, and unfortunately tomorrow we are leaving then, but we will stay for another 2 weeks in the US. So we are going to Orlando, you know, Disney Park, things like that. You know, children will have some fun, and that's it.
But we are wondering. Normally, the people in Germany don't know Wisconsin. They only know Florida, New York, Orlando, but it's very beautiful here.
And tell him, Volker, how when he was making the plan,
Yes,
what do you want to go to Wisconsin?
Yes. We said we want to fly to Madison or sometimes to Chicago. Okay, Chicago, we wanted a hotel at Chicago, you can see the lake. No, we want to go to Wisconsin. What's Wisconsin? What want to do in Wisconsin? They're wondering.
Okay, so it was basically the first trip he sold to Wisconsin,
Yes.
and okay, when we come back, then we say, okay, it's wonderful here, it's worth to come here, and so there will be other trips.
But then they'll have to tell him about the corn maze farm. And they had so much fun here. And then one day, Ellen and Angie took them to Noah's Ark, the water park. Yes. And
Our trip, yes, on Friday was also so beautiful at the Wisconsin River with the pontoons.
yes, and we had a pontoon on the Wisconsin, up by the upper hills. And Jason and
swim,
yes, and okay, and Melvin and Alice, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law from the other side, well, I invited them because they were with me on the Friendship Force trip, and 1 week, the second week, we went to visit their friends, Rooney and Leo Bloom. Bloom, yeah. And anyhow, Melvin, come here and tell them about our episode when we were going to leave Berlin on the train. Well, anyhow, I leaned out the train. We were in the train ready to go to Frankfurt. And it was Melvin, Ellis, myself, and Melvin's Uncle George was along. Okay, we were going to go to Frankfurt. Well, I lean out the window and I go at the Gestapo down there.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
I am? What was it? Okay.
We were warned, no pictures, no place, because we were in East Berlin at the time. On the other side of the wall.
Yes.
The wall wasn't down yet.
No, the wall wasn't down yet.
No, the one.
And then they said, no, absolutely no pictures. But then Alice had warned Darlene he has to take no pictures. Well, I mean, just take a picture of the policeman over there. And we were moving with the train already. They stopped the damn train on account of her. It took a whole hour and a half to get that all squared away, but finally by the time they got her. So then,
there was a Gestapo there by the window and one came around to the door and he asked Melvin whether it was, I was the Frau, his Frau. And Alice said, no. I was disowned. So then they took my passport. I was fined 100 mark. They kept my passport all the time on the way. I didn't get it till we got to Frankfurt. So, yeah. And the citation. Yes, I have that at home. That was one of our episodes.
well, that's the first time anyway I was on a train that got stopped on it. You know. That was scary.
Oh, you had to see them. They weren't so very nice.
Did they,